Angular material. Okay, Angular material date picker, that what I am having. So that what I can do, I'll be writing something like this: Angular material date picker. I'll be taking some HR tag where I can use it. Now, how I can use it, you can see. We have an overview, and in the overview, you have the code also. Okay, you have the code also. Mat form field, and after that, mat label, choose date. Okay, and after that, mat input, and the input is going to be mat date picker. Okay, so like that, it is going to be. Now you can see mat date picker toggle, and we have like, this is the toggle button. When user click on OK, then it opened. When user click on close, then it is going to be closed. And then we have some names over there. That's it. Now exactly similar way we can prepare. So how I can do that? The first thing is going to be mat form field, I can say. Okay, form field I can say. And I just wanted to give appearance is equal to, maybe I can give outline or inline, anything. I am just giving an appearance as outline. After that, I wanted to create a label. Mat hyphen label is available. Maybe I can say departure time I can give. Or else let's say departure date, that what I can give. And after that, mat hyphen date hyphen mat hyphen date picker only, I guess. Mat hyphen date picker is available. Directly we have the date picker. Okay. And here I'll be using date picker toggle based on my requirement. Okay. And for this one, I'll be giving maybe the mat suffix. So see this, mat text prefix, mat prefix, text suffix. Understand? All these are like, we have different. Maybe I can go with the mat suffix is also there, I guess, as far as I remember. Mat suffix. See this, mat suffix is available. Okay. And after that, I'll be taking a simple for here, and I'm using departure. Any name you can use, that's up to you. Now, what it will do, it will create a toggle for us. It will create a toggle. For that, what I can do, I'll take an input. Okay, this is going to be text, and here it is going to be mat input, that what I can say. And here it is going to be mat date picker, and with what name we have created, and give that particular name over there. That's it. Departure. Okay. And after that, I'll create mat date picker, mat date picker. And for that one, I'll be creating the variable that is departure. That's it. This is how it is going to be. Okay, this is how it is going to be. Now you can just run that application. NGS-O. And after that, we created a project here, Angular material demo -- project is equal to Angular material demo, and click on OK. Now you can see that Angular date picker I'm able to get. So everything, that means we have around 40 plus components are available. For every component that we are using, we should follow like, the same approach. There is nothing much difference. Okay, we should follow like the same approach that we have. Understood, like that approach that what we are following. The first thing is going to be first thing is what? Include that API module in that app module.ts file and then write the HTML. After that, like whatever you people wants to write, that you can do. That's it. Right. Now in today's session, as I told you, like Angular material is made up with the help of two things. First one is the component. Okay. So first one is the component and second one is going to be the CDK. Now what is mean by CDK here? Sorry. Just give me a minute, please. Give me 1 minute, please. Why, why suddenly at the end we have an issues for joining? Hmm? Mhm. Then check with that admin. Just tell them that like we have more 3 to 4 sessions are there. Okay. But I'm facing an issue like this. Okay, anyhow, I haven't discussed much. Just I used a date picker. If need, like I can explain you that once again. Uh, so the very first thing is going to be updated Harish ITR, but still it is not working properly. Just what I have done here is I included like these two module date picker, and after that I write a simple date picker. Just and this is how that output is going to. That's it. Nothing apart from that. Just to bring it back. Okay, right. So the next one is going to be, as I told you, we have Angular CDK. CDK stands for component development kit, I can say. CDK stands for what? Component development kit that what we are having. Okay, we'll wait for more few minutes. Seems few minutes we'll wait. Yeah. Okay. Let's start again. This is not good at all. So wait until. It's okay. It's okay. I understood like what happened. I know that. That is where like I saw. Okay. Yesterday we have seen like how to work with what Angular CDK. No, sorry, Angular components. Angular material component. I'm sorry. Where I have shown you like how to work with an input. Just a simple example. And today I have explained like just it's all about like knowing the process, because remembering like each and every component is not going to be a simple task at all. It's all about like learning the process of how we can integrate that into our application. That is important. So for that I have shown you like what are the steps has to be followed. The very first thing is going to be we supposed to set up that environment for that material, Angular material. And after that you need to run this command, and it will ask you like which theme you're supposed to use it in your app development, so that that theme has to be used it over there. And once if it is done, the next thing is going to be what? Set up the global typography. Like, typography. And also there are like the new feature that what it adds, enable that animations are not, just you can include it, nothing will happen, right? You can include. Now once if all are done, then what are all the changes are happen also I have explained you yesterday itself. Animation module is getting imported. I mean on the project, Krishna. Generally like we are running the npm commands on like outside of that, right? This is an ng command, so that it should run on the project. Okay, it should run on the project. Otherwise you can remove the workspace also. Okay, now it's clear now. Okay, and after that you see it changes these 4 files. I have already shown you. And how do we work with Angular material component is going to be, the first thing is going to be include that API. What API we are working, that you're supposed to select it. Now you can just suppose, let's say I wanted to work with this batch. The first thing what you can do, use this particular API reference and include it in the app module. That is the first one. And the second thing is going to be use the example. Okay, how you people wants to create a batch and what batch you guys wants to create, that you can decide and you can take it over. That's it. So this is what we learned in the last session. It's all about like the Angular component. Angular material is comes with the 2 things. One is going to be the component, another one is going to be the CDK. Now what is CDK? CDK stands for Component Development Kit. The main purpose of the CDK is going to be it provides performance and behavior for the components, I can say. It provides the performance and behavior for the component. That is what we call it as Angular CDK. Now how I can use it? A simple thing that what I can do, generally any one example we may take. When I go with the bike here, when I go with here, these are all like the things that we are having. Maybe I can go with the scrolling module. So what it will do, you can see that this is how it is going to be, right? So basic virtual scroll, but you can see here what happened, this is how it is going to be. Generally, based on the scroll, whatever we have done, what it will do is it will use the track by, okay, index is passed to that particular one. And whatever you people can see, that only will get rendered. Okay, that means whenever you can see scrolling is happen, it is loading. See that? Yes or no? Normal way, what happened? We are getting the data directly and everything is going to be loaded at like, the first load. But I have explained you lazy loading. Did you remember? Lazy loading. That means based on the demand only, we will be load the particular content. Okay, now here you can see when I scroll up, still it is showing me loading. When I scroll up, still it is showing me loading. That means for the first load, it won't load anything. But when it comes to scrolling, even like in Flipkart or that kind of websites, this is going to be helpful for us. Now here you can see we have like many items. If all the items are loaded at once, then what happens? It might take more time. But instead of doing that, what I can do, whenever if user is viewing, then I can add the content based on my requirement. Okay, because like no one can see like all that application at once. No one can see that. So that is where whenever like user has scrolling, then I wanted to load some content. Such kind of effects, if you wanted to implement, there we go with the CDK. That is where I mentioned a CDK. Yes. Yes. So CDK, like what it will do, it provides the performance and behavior for the component. Now, how we can use it same way, same approach, nothing is there, nothing much differences. So the first thing is going to be, we supposed to have this particular module need to be integrated. That is the first one. I'll go to here. Let me go back. Okay. Now you can see we have what app module is available. And here I can use that particular one. And this module needs to be integrated over here. This is the one. And second thing is going to be what we can make use of it. Suppose let's say what I'll be doing here, I'll go to my material TS file and I'm going to get that particular one. So how I can public, let's say products is going to be fake product contract is available anyhow. I'll be using that contract only is equal to, I'm giving some empty value. And whenever my application is going to be loaded, ng on init I can say, and here I'm going to fetch the data. I hope you people might already aware of it, how to work with the fetch. Maybe I can copy paste the URL. Okay, I can give it over here. And after that, then I can say, okay, response goes to response dot converted into the JSON. And after that, I'll be using the then and data goes to data, sorry. This dot products is equal to whatever the data we are having, I'm going to fetching. I hope everyone knows about it, right? No need to explain anything. I hope everyone knows about that. Okay, everyone knows about it. Now what I want to do, I will show you Angular CDK here, how I can use. That is the scrolling effect. Maybe I can take a div. Okay. I can take a div where I'm going to use the class as going to be container hyphen fluid, that what I can say. And here what I can do is I'll be taking a simple div where I'm going to write otherwise h2, that what I can say without lazy loading. Without lazy loading, you can see I have a div where I'm going to give overflow hyphen auto hyphen overflow auto I can give style equal to, let me give height as going to be some around 300 pixel. Border is going to be 1 pixel. Solid black I can say. After that, maybe I can use some padding. 5 pixel. And after that, let's say width 250 pixel. Okay. So this is how it is going to be. I'm having a div like this. And I want to display like the images, nothing apart from that, so that I can take a div. Okay, where this div will contain ng for is equal to let item of products that what I can say. Let item of products that what I can say. And here I'm taking a simple image tag where I can give an src, and for this one I'll be writing item dot, we have that image, so that I can give an image where I can give width as going to be some around 150 pixel, and the height is also going to be some around 150 pixel, that what I can see. So this is the one that what I am having. Okay, one that what I am having. When I save it and then come back to the app. Okay, come back to the app. Now you can see all that items are going to be loaded. If you can go to that inspect, and there you can see we have the div. Sorry, not this one. We have a div here, and in that div you can observe that am I having all that items here or not? Tell me. See this. Hello. All that items are loaded here or not? Tell me. So, but initially, why should I add like, these many things? Because user can see 1 or 2 or 3, nothing more than that, generally speaking. Okay, user can see only 1, or user may see like 2, user may see 3. That is enough. But why should I load like, everything? So for that requirement, generally what we are doing, we are going to use what? The concept of lazy loading. Generally, how to create the lazy loading also, I have explained you with a different example. But to implement the lazy loading, CDK is also provide a component for us. So how I can do that? Let me say, I'll be taking another H2, okay, with the lazy loading, with lazy loading. So how I can implement that with the help of lazy loading? You can see, I can take a CDK, you can see that CDK hyphen virtual scroll viewport is available. Okay. And then I'm going to give the item size as going to be some around 200 I can give, or else like 100 only I can give. How many items you want to have? And at the same time, I'll give the class as going to be overflow auto has to be given. And then I wanted to have the styles here. Let's add like all the styles that what we have created. All the styles again I need so that I can give and close. So this is the one. Now what I can do here, each and every time I'm getting one item and display it over there, so that what I can do, I'll take it. And for this particular div, let me give CDK virtual for is available is equal to let item of, we have what products that we are having. let item of products that we are having. Now I can use an image tag where I can give here item dot image, that what I can say. And for this one, let's give the width as 150, and also height is also going to be 150, that what I can give. And save it, and then come back here. Now you can see here, if you can observe that all that items are loaded. Initially itself, you can see, I'll go to my application. Okay, this is the one. Okay, not this one. This one you can see, lazy loading, you can observe that. Here you can see all that items are loaded. But when it comes to here, you can observe that, do we have all that items here which are available? Total how many items are available right now? You can observe that. Here it is loaded like, first load itself. But here how many are available? Tell me. Hello? How many are available here? 5 only, right? Yes or no? But when I scroll down, you can see the remaining items are added. When I scroll down, there you can see the remaining items are added. That is how it is going to be. Understand? See there. This is how it is. But here in this case, what happened? It load all that items at once. You can see we have around 18 or 17 items are available. All that items are loaded directly here. But when I use the scroll bar, you can see with what items we are having initially, those items only will get loaded. That means whatever you people can see, those items only loaded, and the remaining items are not going to be loaded at all. That is what we call it as lazy loading. And these kind of change, sir, without that lazy loading, sir, with that tag, what tag, man? I used here CDK, component development kit. I use CDK, right? Yeah. Virtual for, yes. Okay. That is how. I mean, these kind of effects. These kind of effects that we are getting by default, if you can use this one. Okay. So this is how CDK virtual store, by using this tag, lazy loading will apply auto. Yeah, that is what I'm telling. By applying that particular tag, then automatically lazy loading can be applied. Okay, if you can use CDK virtual scroll viewport. But how we remember means, as I told you, again I'm repeating, it's all about examples that what you people are having here. First include that API, go to there, and based on your requirement, you're supposed to take that example. You can see CDK virtual scroll viewport, and we have the div, and where it comes with some items. Now you can see this is how it is. You can take it and you can use it. Clear? Clear now? Okay. Yep. So this is all about the material, Angular material. Maybe what I can do is I'll go to here. I'll keep that example directly over there so that it would be good. Okay. And before that, what concept is small concept? We'll pick another small one and we will see. Material is done. Okay. The next concept that what I'm trying to explain here is unit testing. This is also like, as I told you, these are on-demand things. We don't have any guarantee that like every project want to please go with some example and then you can ask me. On fly, like I'm not that much good at like, this material and all on fly. You can just try if you need, then I can show you. If you are not getting, then do let me know, share that example so that I can explain you that. I correct and then I explain. Okay. Yeah, very good. So the next one is going to be, I mean, whatever we are learning right now, that is might be an Angular material or else unit testing. Okay, all these are, I can say that we don't have like, much guarantee that we will be using it in our practical environment. It's all like, on demand. In my projects, you can take, I used like only out of around 5 to 6 projects that I have developed. I used Angular material only in one project. Most of the time I go with what? Bootstrap only for the styling and everything. And Angular material, I use it for 1 to 2 projects because Angular material, if you can use, then something load is also more on the modules. We need to include like many modules so that will be impact on the performance also. But yes, still, this is on demand, like Angular material, unit testing. All these are like, on demand things. Now, what is unit testing? What exactly the testing means? Tell me. What you know about the testing? What you know about the testing? What is mean by testing? Tell me. So I can say that testing is nothing but verifying. Am I right? Right. So in simple terms, I can say, in simple terms, I can say testing, unit testing. Okay. We will be understanding what exactly the unit testing is going to be today. So what is mean by testing? Testing is the process of verifying. Okay. Testing is the process of verifying the code. That means whatever the logic or whatever the functionality they have given as is, I mean, whatever I have developed, is it as it is and then to be. That means if whatever the functionality they have given, am I completed that as it is and I'm going to testing it from my end as a developer, okay, developer, whether it is working fine or not. That is what generally what we can say when it comes to the testing part. Now, this testing is different ways. Generally speaking, in real time, we have what? First, we have the development, and the developer only will take the responsibility to do the unit testing. And once if the unit testing is done, then QA people, they are doing story testing. And once if the story testing is done, integration, and after that integration, regression, and after that, we have UAT, user acceptance testing. Understand? So these many stages, the code has to gone through whenever if you are doing or developing something, okay, and then only it is moving into the production. Production in the sense like, the live servers. Until unless it is not going to be used by the live people. Okay. Okay, I'm telling you. And here, this is done by the developer. Development and unit testing, both are done by the developer. Story testing means whatever the story you people have built or whatever the logic you people have built, whatever the functionality you people have built, generally, whether that functionality is working fine or not, that comes under the story testing. I created a login page which comes with some validation, like enter username. The username should contain at least one capital or one small. It should contain like that, some couple of validations I defined. So are you able to build? I mean, are you completed everything? Okay, with the perfection or not? That is what the story testing. After that, your story is working fine. Your story is working fine, but will it be an impact on the existing system or not? That is also a very important thing, right? Yes or no? That means you created your work and you have done successfully and it is working perfectly. But that is not only sufficient. We need to think about, like, once your code is integrated with an existing system, how it is behaving, whether it is working fine or not. That needs to be verified. That is what the integration. Once if the integration is done, now what I can do, I'm going to pick up all the stories that what I have built and the existing mechanism, like existing version that what we are having in the production. I'm going to combining both and running in two environments. Regression means verifying the whole application by using the automation. Automation tools are available. We have like Selenium, coded UI. We have different tools are available. By using that, the regression testing and then user acceptance testing is there, and then only finally the application is moving into the production. So if any application is like performing these many tests, okay, testing environments, or else like this much testing is happen, then that is going to be a good application, generally speaking. But this is how. But how it is going to be? Okay, how it is going to be. Now here, the unit testing is only our part. Okay, now here I mentioned as is. As is means what? It is something like to be. Okay, as is, I can say as is refers what developer design, and to be refers what client wants. Understand? As is something like what developers is done, and to be is something like what client wants. No, Trivendra, that is different again. White box, black box, the testings are different. I don't know that all. It's all about the unit testing. Okay, unit testing is different, completely different. That means what we design is what the client is asking. Both are same or not. Now, suppose let's say I have as is equal to suppose to be, okay, to be, then your application is good. When I say this, then what happened, the test is passed. Okay, the test is going to be passed. As is not equal to be, then test is going to be fail, I guess. This is how. But how we can handle this? To implement that, okay, Angular inbuilt provides a framework, that is what we call it as a Jasmine, and we have Karma. Both are, both together one. Jasmine Karma framework is available. That is inbuilt. When you're creating any new project, then automatically it will run. I can show you by creating a brand new project over here. So how I can do that one? Simply, let me go to the application, and here what I can do is I'll just clear my screen. Now you can see, otherwise it's just about a simple component to explain you that, so that what I can do, I'll go to my application material demo. Okay, here only I'll be creating one. Okay, home component, a simple home component I can create. Right click, open with integrated terminal, and I can say ng g c for the component, and then the name of the component is going to be home component. So these many days, if you can observe that when I'm creating a component, I used hyphen skip test, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Hyphen skip hyphen test. That what I have used. But if you can use that, then what happen? It won't add the test cases. But if you wanted to include the test case, just use that. Okay, I'll be using a command prompt to clear the screen. ngg c for the component. Maybe I can use home, so that automatically it will be. That's it. Now you can see, additionally what happened, it add a file, and the name of the file is going to be spec.ts file. Okay, spec.ts file is added. Now what is spec stands for? Spec stands for specification. Spec stands for specification. Now what specification will do? Specification is nothing but writing the unit test cases. Now in order to do that unit test cases, on which component we are working, first you supposed to describe that one. I'm writing the test cases. I'm writing the test cases on the home component, and then I'm going to check whether my behavior is good or not with the help of it. And then I'm expecting what and what we are getting. That is how it is going to be. That means here, any testing you can take, unit testing especially, unit testing is in 3 phases. 3 phases. First one is going to be what? Arrange, act, assert. Okay. First one is going to be arrange, act, assert. Now what is mean by arrange here? Configuration. That means we have to configure where we are working and what we are working. And the second thing is going to be, we have what? Define the functionality. That is what we call it as act. And the third one is going to be, we have the third one. Third one is going to be what? Report the result. So to do these three, we have 3 functions are available in Jasmine and Karma framework. What are the 3 functionalities? The first one is going to be describe is one function. And after that, the next one is going to be, we have it is available to define the functionality. And after that, to provide the result, we have expect is available. Like that, we have 3 phases. First one is arrange, second one is act, and third one is going to be assert is available. Understand? Now you can see in the home component also, if you can observe that, we have the same. First we have the describe. Now what I am trying to do, I'm going to describing like, the component. Now before each execution, I'm going to use that in the declaration section. And after that, you can see provide it. And after that, I'm going to use what? Expect the result. That's it. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to take, let's say, some methods here, guys. I'll go to my component.ts where I can write some methods here. Maybe public, let's say, title that what I can give, and which is of type, let's say, a string that what I can say, and I'm going to return, okay, Amazon cart, some name, some string. Another method I can write public, let's say, total that what I can give, where user supposed to supply a quantity, okay, a quantity And after that, maybe user can give a price which is of type number, and last I'll be returning some number over there, and I can give return quantity into price. Just that means whatever the functionality we are having, whether it is working fine or not, that's it. Okay, now how I can do that? The first thing what you can do, we have to describe it. I'm describing it something like this. Okay, first thing is going to be described. And second thing is going to be what? Before each is optional. Actually, I'm saying this is optional, but what they are doing, test bed is a module. Generally, every component is belongs to some module, right? All the testing related unit testing files also creates a dummy module, and that module is going to be the test bed module. And there what we are having declaration, and you're supposed to provide the component that what you're going to test over there. Now, once if it is done, okay, it will detect the changes on each modification, and then it execute the test cases. Now, what I have written, maybe the first test case is going to be, I can start with 8. I can start with 8. Okay. And I'm going to write a simple test case that is cart title test. You can give it any name. That's up to you. And then give a comma and write the assertion. So assertion is something like the functionality. What functionality has to be whenever I'm calling that. Okay. Whenever I'm calling it, sorry. Maybe I can start from describe also. Nothing to worry. You can start from describe also. I can start with the describe. You can see that. Describe. Okay, cart title test I have given. And after that, I'm going to assert. Okay, assert is something like what? You can see first arrange. That is configuration. Next one, act. Act is what? Defining the functionality. How to define the functionality? Now I can say 8. What I can say? Expecting. Expecting what message? Amazon card. This message. When the function I'm calling, then it has to return that. Okay, Amazon card. And after that, whether it is going to be written perfectly or not, I'll verify. Now what I can do? Expect the component that what we are having dot. I'm calling the title. I'm calling the title dot to be whatever like we have. I can give it over there. That means whatever the component, when I'm calling this particular function, whatever it is returning, that and this value both are same or not. If both are same, then it is okay. Otherwise, the test is going to be failed. Understood? Chikan, directly I can do that also. Yes, you can do that also. Normally, just I'm telling that is where unit testing is always optional to have. There is nothing mandatory rule to have the unit testing in our logic. Now the same thing, maybe for the second function. Second function, you can see we have total. Just you can assume it. Okay, I'll be writing what? Describe. And here what I can do, let me say total test I can give. After that, the second one, configuration is done. Second one is going to be what? What is second one? It, the total is going to be, let's say 10 into 5, 50. Simply, I can say total must be 50, I can say. So for that, you need to give the values. So how I can give? When it comes to here, what I can do, I'm expecting component dot total by passing the value. What value? Let's say 2 comma 5 I can give. Sorry, 50, right? 10 comma 5 I can say. Okay, 5 I can say. dot to be, okay, 10 comma 5 dot to be. Now you can give the value that is 50. That means by passing 10 and 5 some value, if you are getting 50, then this functionality is working fine or not? Tell me. Tell me. Yes or no? Because that is what we have implemented. Here you can see what implementation I have done. Quantity into price. If I am giving 10 comma 5, then 50 as that output. If I am getting that output, then it is working fine. So like that, you can define the test cases. Now, once if it is done, what is the next step here? The next step is going to be, we have to test it. How I can do that? Simply, I can use ng test command. Okay, hyphen hyphen project is equal to Angular, okay, material demo, that what I can say. When I give that, there you can see automatically test the whole application, not one. Whole application is going to be tested here. It is taking some time. Now you can see. See there, card title, expecting 6 specifications are there. In app component, we have few. In home component, you can see these are what we are having. So this is how. Suppose let's say, and I'm going to give here the total result as going to be, suppose 100 if I'm giving, and save it, and then you can just come back here. Now you see out of 6 specification, 1 is failure. Why it is failure? The total test, the total must be 50. That means you have some issue in your logic. Okay, in your logic you missed something. That is where this test is failed. So what you can do, you can directly go there and give like, the right value exactly here and save it. And then you can just come back here. Now you see 6 specification, all are working. So this is how the unit testing is going. Understood? But definitely unit testing required a lot of logic, unnecessary logic. That is the reason 80% of the company, they are not using the unit testing. But yes, couple of companies, they are using it. I can't say that 100%, but around 70 to 80% of the companies, they are not doing the unit testing. They are doing like, manual unit testing they can do, and they're moving into the QA. But originally unit testing, if you want to do, this is how the process is. Okay. Yeah, that's it guys for the day. Yeah, most probably I'm targeting this week only. If not, maybe the next week. Life cycle hook is not covered. Yeah, Dinesh. Okay, don't worry. I told you I don't want to let you go until I complete everything. Okay, I missed here then. Okay, we'll add. That's simple thing only. Nothing major. So tomorrow, if we can start integration and all those things are done by testers. HH. I don't know your name. Integration, regression, everything is done by the testers. We are the developers. No need to understand that also, leave it. So what are the pending concepts? This is one. RxJS operators is pending. And after that, life cycle hooks. Component, life cycle hooks. So 3 concepts. I guess by this, yeah, RX. No, promise won't come. Purna, promises are like, in JavaScript, not under like, here. It's a JavaScript concept. Here, observable and subscribers. That's it. Okay. So we have like, majorly we have 3. Tomorrow I'll start with service integrations, that API calls, Ajax, insert, update, delete, all. Maybe if tomorrow it's done, then RxJS 1 session will spend component lifecycle loop, and I'll explain you the sample project. More 3 to 4 sessions, guys, nothing more than that. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If anything is pending, then we'll complete it on Saturday. Okay. Mostly on Saturday, I'm targeting. Okay. That's it for the day. Thank you and have a